Hello, everybody. Good evening, and welcome to the MLW Kings of Colosseum 2024 watch party. Unfortunately, Papa Smoke's unable to join me this evening, so I'm flying solo to get that much more Bobby on your screen tonight as we're watching along. Barry, how are you doing this evening? Thank you. Or this evening. It's almost hitting morning time there for you, my friend, but thanks for joining in. How's your day been going? And Bobby Stats is up in the house. Bobby, are you ready for the show? All tuned in, ready on Thriller TV to watch some live wrestling coming up here in just a few more minutes. As I was mentioning, Papa Smokes got cut up at work here. He's a very important part of his team in the workforce. So, yeah, I know, Brian, I know. Boo, Papa Smokes, he couldn't make it. No, Papa Smokes is a hard-working man, and when they need him there, they need him there. So he's backed up at work, so unfortunately unable to join us here tonight. But I'm here, so we're going to have some fun anyway. Looking forward to watching the show with you guys. Yeah, I'm ready for MLW. Yeah, you bet, brother. Me too. Can't wait for it. It's coming up very shortly. I think I got a 5-minute countdown, 5 minutes, 10 seconds or something like that over on the Thriller TV app here. So getting pretty psyched. But, let's do a shot to the fallen Papa Smokes. We said we were going to do wild turkey on the show. So I went and got some wild turkey. It's right there. So that's Papa Smokes. When you're watching this back, brother, cheers to you. Beautiful. Beautiful stuff. Some good old bourbon on a Saturday night. I got my beer. I got my bourbon in. It's going to be all right. Oh, man. Whew. Stuff really gets you. But, yeah, just a little under 5 minutes away till kickoff. Bobby, let me know what's happening. Do you hear anything from the tapings? I think the first hour is the tapings, which has already been happening, or they're just wrapping up the taping side. So, see there. Just finished watching 6 episodes of Still Game, a Scottish sitcom that genuinely Laugh out loud funny. Okay, hold on. I got to commit this to memory here. Still game. Still game. I'm going to try to remember that, Barry. We'll see how much of the sauce disappears the old brain cells here first, though. Bobby, Jacob Fatu got announced for the New Japan Pro Wrestling Battle in the Valley in America on Awesome. That is good news. I'm glad that Jacob Fatu is getting those opportunities, and NJPW would be a great land for him. Man, that they just give me that much more reason to want to watch them. You cannot watch it for free, but for a very minimal price, head on over to Thriller TV Plus by Fite TV, and you can watch it there. It doesn't cost much, my friends. So please go support them. Give them a little bit of your money. Ryan, I want Janai to absolutely destroy that fake superhero weirdo. You know what? That would. I'll give the superhero weirdo a chance here first. I'll give that a chance, but I do want Janai to win. Let's not kid ourselves. Janai is awesome. He is in a 6-man tag team matchup. Awesome. I'll have to, you know what? It's something to look forward to. So I'll have to watch out for that, Bobby. So that is great news for Jacob Fatu. Huge news. And hello. Mel Ball Collins is up in the house. How are you doing, Mel? Thank you for joining in. I'm, as you can see, solo tonight because Mr. Papa Smokes had to work. So I'm shooting shots, drinking beers, and producing at the same time. We'll see how well that turns out after a couple of hours of MLW. I don't know. The buttons might get a little bit messed up before the end of the night here. I'm certain of it. But again, like I said, the countdown is on. We're coming up to the 2-minute mark, and then the show will be going live. Looking forward to it. It's going to be a kick-ass card. Loving what they got lined up here tonight. And, yeah, it's going to be great. Astrid's in the house. Hello, Astrid, with my beer in my hand. How are you doing? Thanks for joining. Oh, I'm excited. This is going to be a great card. It's going to be fun. I've already been having a pretty good day. And it was great last night, too. If anybody wants to go and watch the replay of the OLE 2023 award show that was hosted by Ed Fries, I got to be a part of. What a blast. What a blast it was. Ed, great job putting a fantastic show together, and I was honored to be on it. It was a hell of a time. Everyone should check it out. Jake Fatu and Fred Roser and Shota Umino versus Tom Lawlor and Royce Isaacs and Gerald Nelson. Okay. How did you feel representing MLW last night, carrying the flag for mid-level? I waved that flag high and proud, Mr. Ryan. I did good for MLW, and I had a lot of fun putting up my favorites from MLW over the past year. It was a lot of fun, and thank you, Astrid, for not only tuning in, but sending us the timestamps for the clips that I'm going to be taking on very, very soon here. Of course, got this first. Thank you, Bobby. I appreciate it. I'm switch my controls over to the other computer here now because the show's about to go live. So here we go. I think we're about 25 seconds out, I believe. It's going to be stellar. Bobby, you going to be making your predictions as we go along? See how many you get right again? I love to see it, man. Let me know who you think is going to win each match as they're happening. Technically, yes, but it's part of the Fite TV Plus or the Thriller TV package, Barry. So if you have Thriller TV already, it comes with it. And we begin. Yo, Anthony Graham, how's it going? Thanks for dropping in. Really appreciate it. How are you doing this evening? Woo! I mean, yeah. No, I hate spending money, says Barry. It's not a lot of money, Barry. It's not a lot. Ryan, at some point we need LSCino to join a watch party. Ooh, that would be an interesting get. Man, that would be an interesting get, but I fear sitting on screen with Assassino again. That guy rips me a new one every single time I'm in the room with him. Like it's scary. Good eating, and hanging with my daughter. Awesome, man. Doesn't get much better than that. Thank you for being here tonight and enjoy that meal. Yeah, we're gonna have a lot of fun. I'm excited. Some wrestling on a Saturday night, some beer drinking, some bourbon drinking. It's all good. The return of the original bro tonight. We'll see how much he changed his character according to the recent statements that he made. All right, so we got wasted youth match is coming up first here. Bobby, give me your prediction, bud. Yeah, sir. What's up, brother? How are you doing here this evening? Woo! Thanks for dropping in, bro. And Bobby saying the MLW Women's Wrestler of the Year was a toss-up between the God Queen WXO and the Kick Demon Janai Kai for you. Yes, I ended up picking the Kick Demon Janai Kai myself. Yes, sir. We are watching MLW. It is the Kings of Colosseum 2024. You'll be at Hard to Kill next weekend. Rock on. That is a great card, by the way. I'm looking forward to that. And of course, Alexander Hammerstone making his TNA debut at that card. So awesome. Where are my options? You'll guess. Hold on here. Bobby is saying he's picking Griffin McCoy, Tony Deppen, TJ Crawford to win it. And they're against the Wasted Youth and Alec Price. Sorry. Yeah, Alec Price. Ooh, we got some Anaheim Mighty Ducks jerseys on the Wasted Youth and Alec Price here tonight. Alec Price sure does have a lot of energy. Comes out like a ball of fire to try to pump everybody up. I mean, it's a good way to get the crowd roaring at the beginning of the show. So it's good to have somebody high energy to bring them in right away. I'm sure, especially with these guys being in the middleweight division, that they're going to be able to go at that high pace and really kind of get the crowd pumping before you get to the kind of the one-on-one matches and everything scheduled on the card here tonight. And Master going with the Wasted Youth and Alec Price because of the Mighty Ducks fly together. Make that be, right, brother? I don't know though. Tony Deppen, this guy's a little cynical. He's a cynical one. This guy. He'll stop at nothing to get that W. A toss up to decide your favorite women's wrestler. Could word that better. It was like but on the MLW side, I think he was talking about there. I think it was yeah. Here we go. Oh, they just what? Oh, are they gonna fly? They're gonna fly. Oh, they fly. Triple tope suicidos starts it off, and the match is on. Told you right away. High energy, high excitement. Get the crowd pumping. That was a little weak on that part. We got here. Bobby saying, I see potential in Alec Price and Griffin McCoy and TJ. Yeah, you know what? There's a lot of potential in a lot of these guys here. I got to say, but time will tell. Time will tell what they choose to do with them. Time will tell what the rest of the world chooses for their career paths as well too. But they're young. They do have a world of potential ahead of them, and they got room to grow as well too. Oh, the fun has been prevented by the heels now. Oh, bastard! Now you're flying, or your Mighty Ducks boys are getting the tarp beat out of them. Come on, got to drag his ass back to your corner. Got to cut off the ring. Cut off the ring. Don't work in your opponent's side there. All right, what do we got here from Barry? Liven up the party here. I don't know most of the names, but seen a few MLW shows this year, and apart from the terrible production, it's mostly an enjoyment. You know what? I try to look. You know, they try for what their budgets are, what they do. They try. The setup they've been doing lately has been a little bit better. I gotta say, like I've got to give credit to both a little bit more of the up production on Fusion lately, and the setup they got here tonight. It's reasonable. I mean, for a smaller independent type show, I gotta say they're doing all right. Plus, they now have the WWE's FU money that they got for settling their court case out of court. Oh, nice counter here. Oh, we're gonna get the hot tag. Oh, there it is. Alec Price. Every time I hear his name, it reminds me of that Seinfeld episode where the name Alec Bird comes up, and they're like, "That's quite the name, Alec Bird, Alec Price." I don't know what he just said, but the crowd sure did. Oh, pinfall, no, doomed. Matt Riddle and mystery tag team partner going against Zack Sabre Jr. and Bad Dude Tito at New Japan Pro Wrestling's Battle in the Valley. Really stacking that Battle in the Valley card by the sounds of it. Really does sound like they're trying to push forward with something there. Wasted Youth now isolating Deppen. Beautiful tandem maneuver. You know, the Wasted Youth, give them some time. They're young. They'll they're gonna get better. They got some decent tandem work at times. All right. Now they're in trouble. Uh-oh. Ooh. Alec Price for the save. Alec Price getting in there, saving everything. Hold on here. I feel like they are equal to the main event. No, they're not, because the main event have the even goofier gimmick than these two. The main event, if the main event could drop that gimmick, maybe. I don't know. Very saying they need to give Matt Riddle the gimmick of a mime artist. It's only his talking that puts me off. Well, he is talking about going more serious with that was a kick out? Really? It's kind of wild. Um, Riddle did say he's planning to try. He wants to drop the goofiness and he wants to focus more on the in ring. Get the sports entertainment stank off him. All right, here we go. Yep, reversal. Nice. Good as he's a decent wrestler. Yeah, I mean, I'll let you know how it plans out here tonight, Barry, because he's definitely on the card against Jacob Fatu. So I'm curious to see where it goes from there. Bobby saying, in this match, who would you like to see wrestle in New Japan Pro Wrestling? Of this match right now, with Tony Deppen, I think Tony Deppen's got the right attitude for it. I think I wouldn't mind seeing that. Oh, here we go with some cooperative Tower of Doom move. I hate these. I really, really hate these moves. Okay, never mind. Not quite what I thought. Well, kind of still. Alec Price and Tony Deppen. Yeah, I mean Price is really he's putting in a strong effort here in this matchup, and he does stand up amongst the crowd, especially with the look. The tag to the back. The heels don't know that someone's a legal man. Oh, me too. Any move where wrestlers have to wait 30 seconds to set it up is terrible. Yeah, and that's like a lot of these younger wrestlers love it. They really do. You see it a lot in a lot of companies. I have to just understand that that's the way it is sometimes, but I really wish it wasn't. When you do it too many times. Anyway, wasted youth. Alec Price pick up the victory here by a pinfall. Um, yeah, interesting. Bobby, you missed out on that one, but Basser got this one right. Basser with a big point on that one. Yeah, Bobby, you're gonna have to start getting all the rest of them right for the rest of the night there after missing out on that one. Brian saying I enjoyed it more than I thought I would. I think I did too. It was a good energy starter. That's I'm not going to remember it much past tonight. I don't think like it's not memorable, but it was enjoyable. All right. Yeah, 7 out of 10 is a reasonable mark for that one, Brian. I'm just thinking about it myself, and I'd probably just yeah, seven's fair, but I might go 6.5 if I were rated out of 10 for a starter. It did its job. It was high energy. So we got what this backstage with Zeta. Just go to oh interview with the champ. You would give Nick Nemeth, yeah, I would too if they can get him there, but I don't know. I mean, he's over in New Japan. That might not be the worst. Brian asking, does anyone know what happened to EJ and Duca? He's been over in AEW, if I'm not mistaken, Brian. I think he's been taking place on Collision, if I'm not mistaken, for a while now. So yeah, amazing how you don't hear much about it unless you look into it. Yeah, that's you're right, Bobby. They do have a good working relationship, so that's where I think that there is that opportunity. They could make it happen. I agree with you. Richard Holliday, according to the champ. Oh, he's planning to choke him out. Brian Kane's saying it. He's saying he's going to choke Holiday out at the end of the night.
Right now? Right now? Hey, more coming. Right now? No, no.
Oh, they're doing another promo for the calling stuff. I imagine that this is going to be because of the fact that they're leading. I mean, I got to imagine that national open weight title match is coming up pretty quick here. Yeah, this is the build up for Akira versus Ricky Shane Page right now. So this match must be up right now. Ooh, death match time. Yeah, I agree. Ooh, death match. I hope they don't take it too far. Yeah, I'm not either, Brian. Oh, it's not even that match yet. Actually, the featherweight title match. So we're getting Hyper Misao versus the Kick Demon Janai Kai right now. I'm rooting for Akira. Please for me, Akira. Oh, that match will be coming up eventually. Oh my goodness. Hyper Misao rides a bicycle to the ring with a bat on it. Interesting. Oh, Janai Kai's gonna have fun with this one. Yeah, Ryan, I agree. I agree. I hope she wrestles better than she acts because I'm not into this gimmick at all. It's Jesus Rodriguez. Rooting for Janai Kai. I think we're all on the same page there, Bobby. I think every single last one of us is rooting for Janai Kai here. We got a bunch of cynics up in the house that would rather watch the superhero fall to the kick demon. Listen to those pipes on Jesus Rodriguez. What an intro for the champ. And there at her side will be Salina de la Renta, as always. Least time for Misao is getting a chance to represent Tokyo Joshi Pro Wrestling. I like the crossover personally, Bobby. It's not my type of gimmick. Especially when you have somebody like the Kick Demon coming out here. I mean, look at this. This is a champ right here. This is scary. I mean, my sense of disbelief makes me believe that at some point in time, Janai Kai has legitimately kicked someone to death. There it goes. That's a beautiful belt, too. The MLW Featherweight Championship is a really, really nice looking title. El Asesino would need a few extra chairs to take her out. He sure would. And you know what? It would be a struggle. I'm certain of that. She is one hell of a fighter, this Janai Kai. We're living in Janai Kai's world. At the moment we are, I mean, she is the champ. There's no denying that. When you're the champ, you can call those shots. Cross body from Hyper Misao, champs down, but not enough to keep her down. Misao going for a few submission holds here. I don't know who could beat Janai Kai for the MLW Featherweight Championship. I don't know either, Bobby, but I don't know. What about a returning Becca on that one? I really think that Becca could return tonight, and I think it could be to assist her man there, Brett Ryan Gosselin, in his match against Love Doug. Oh, come on, Janai, get some of those kicks in here. There we go. Ooh, I thought they were just going to have a nice short match there. I thought Janai was just going to pick up the easy win. Okay, so there's your answer right there. Commentary saying that Janai Kai is the black belt Taekwondo. So she is a legitimate ass kicker and probably has killed somebody at some point in time with those kicks. Well, Misao getting the tar kicked out of her, you could say. Oh, counter. Oh, no fluke upsets here. Not against the kick demon. I'd like to see Janai Kai with the title until never say never. Oh, hold the title until never say never. It could be the case. I think that she's gonna hold it for a little while too, because they've got that Azteca Underground that they're doing in, like, I want to say May. Yeah, I believe it's May or something like that. The Azteca Underground that they're going back and doing. So you can guarantee that's going to play into Promociones del Rado with Salina de la Renta. It's why the Azteca henchmen are out there at ringside. It's May and you're ringside. That's okay. That's the one you're talking about going to and wanting a PPW shirt for. I think we. Okay, we might have some time. We might have some time. Perfect. I'll see what we can do there for you, Brian. I will see what we can do. We can get them done in time. We might be able to. It's not for a lack of funding, that's for sure. That's going to go for a bike ride? Seriously? You're in the middle of the title match. You don't need to do goofy stuff. You're in a title match. Take it seriously. What is wrong with you? How about Ava Everett beats Janai Kai? Maybe. And the problem is that Ava Everett, I believe, is a heel, and it's tough. With Becca, she's a heel, but everybody's kind of coming around to liking her. But this is bullshit. Don't do that garbage. Janai Kai is better than that, and that should not have happened. Riding a bicycle to do a clothesline. Really? That was a long time on that top rope to wait for that crossbody. Hey, hold on. That is a crossface chicken wing. That's one of my favorite holds. That is my favorite hold. Why is Hyper Misao using a crossface chicken wing? Well, Selena's going to get involved. And yeah, what's Selena going to do? Unfortunately, sir, I cannot. The show is it is a paid service program through Thriller TV, so I can't provide that to you, unfortunately. But feel free to watch it and watch along, and appreciate you dropping in as well too. Oh, there's the kick from the champ. Yeah. The demon clutch. There it is. The champ retains. Salina de la Renta is an absolute gem. I agree with you, Bobby. Yeah, it wasn't a solid match by any means, but I still really like Janai Kai's work. I hated the bicycle spot. Uh, Garbage 2 out of 10. Yeah, I think better of Janai Kai than this match is the biggest problem. I still like Janai Kai, not sold on Hyper Misao at all. I could do without her. I got my first victory. Thank you so much, Janai Kai. Yeah, you did. There you go. Now you're off on the right foot, Bobby. Now you're guessing in the right direction. Still the champ. Richard Holliday is getting that title match tonight because MLW is in dire need of some top people to take those title matches with Alex Kane right now. And that's what they're doing. They're pulling that trigger with him at the moment while they still can. I know that he lost twice to Hammerstone, but hey, he's still getting in there. He can put on a quality match, and he's going to give that quality to Alex Kane as well too. So I think it's a good booking myself. I like it. Janai Kai looks a lot more beatable after that. That's what I didn't like. I was like, she seems like she's unstoppable any other time, and then after that, it's kind of like she's taking bumps to a superhero on a bicycle. Yeah. Oh, tag belts are on the line. Bobby, would you like to hold on? Would you like to see Wrestle get Janai next for the MLW Women's Featherweight Championship? Um, Tiara James. Tiara James, I think, needs to be the next in line for that matchup. There we go. Filthy Tom, Lawlor, and Bishop here. Lamario, thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. By the way, just got the notification. I really, really do appreciate it. And when anybody does that, they get spin of the money spinner here in honor of that. So here we go. We're gonna spin that thing just in your honor. Thank you for subscribing to the channel here tonight. Really appreciate it. Bob, who do you got? Who do you got, brother? Who do you got? Rooting for Tom Lawlor and Josh Bishop. Really wanting to see a changing of the guard in the tag division. New titles on the World Titan Federation. Let's find out if gold is in their future. Second gear crew. This Brian Carter, I'd imagine, sir, that you're rooting for your boys here in the second gear crew. I mean, they're a good tag team. I like the second gear crew personally. Yeah, just saw that you subscribed there too. Really do appreciate that. Got the notification. Really, really much appreciate it. Thank you so much. Really, really does a lot for us to take those subs and thank you, thank you, thank you. You respect the second year crew and like Tom Lawlor and Josh Bishop. Yeah, I do too. I like both teams here tonight, and it's utter chaos right off the hop here. Hot start between the two teams outside of the ring. Tom Lawlor, of course, the former MLW World Heavyweight Champion in this matchup. Josh Bishop could be somebody that we're looking at in terms of a former or not former champion, a future champion in the singles division. But right here tonight, he could end up winning gold on the side of the tag team titles. Not one thing's happened inside the ring yet in this match. What do you got for me here, Bobby? I had two wrestlers who could wrestle against McKay for the featherweight championship. Who do you got? Who do you got? Let us know, Bobby. We had tables already in this one, so the table's being busted out. I don't even know. Did we ever get a ring bell in this one at all? I'm still waiting to see if this even started technically. Lamario saying, I am worried for February 11th in Osaka, Japan, because it'll be a 5-on-5 steel cage match, United Empire versus the Bull Cub War Dogs. I don't know what to expect. Are you going to watch it live? Are you going to be there live, or are you just watching it live on TV that night? And yeah, I mean, could be torn between who to pick. Stephanie Vakur and Shiko Nakajima. Very good options there, Bobby. I like your list. Josh Bishop obviously reminds me. Yes, he does. That is. Oh man, Brian. Yes, nailed that. He really does. Even in how he takes his hits and stuff like that too. He really does have a Psycho Sid vibe going on here. A less Freudian version. Oh come on, you know those were growth hormones, not roids. Oh, and the cooperative chest slapping. I wonder when eventually you just don't want to be slapped anymore. That was a lot of slaps going on. Stephanie Vakur from CMLL and Nakajima from Tokyo Joshi Pro. So obviously Nakajima would be a very obvious option considering that they've had that TJPW crossover. They've worked with CMLL too, so that is very much a strong possibility as well too, Bobby. So great options. Wow. Ryan, how are you enjoying this match that really hasn't been a match yet? Or a match at all for that matter. Lamario, I'm going to watch it on TV, but it's going to be Will Ospreay's last match in New Japan Pro Wrestling ring. But David Finley also said it will be Ospreay's last match of his career. No, I mean he's got to say those things. He wants to get under his opponent's skin and make him worried for that fight. So it'll be a good one. But yeah, Lamario, if I'm not sure. This subscription, I imagine, is over on our local establishment on YouTube that you did. Uh, if you go and find both Melball and Andre on there, they've done some work. They do a lot of great shows for us, but they also have their own channel. It's called Andre and Melball's Wrestling Talk, and they review everything Japanese wrestling. So if you go on over to YouTube and check out Andre and Melball's Wrestling Talk, they are two of the coolest people and just know a lot about pro wrestling out of Japan and do all the reviews of some of the bigger shows from Stardom, New Japan Pro Wrestling, stuff like that. You like this match so far, Bobby? Too much slapping and red chests, yeah. And I mean, it's finally in the ring. I didn't even know if they ever rang a bell to confirm this match started, but there's a whole lot of outside the ring violence. And a whole lot of chest chopping still going on, too. Oh, and they can just use chairs apparently, too. The match where it was supposed to be a tag, just a regular tag match, and apparently weapons, those are part of normal wrestling. Man, is Tom Lawlor's chest ever red. Looks like the pack of burger meat in my fridge right now. Yeah, I don't know about this match personally. I was expecting just a standard tag title match and gone into just complete utter stupidity. I don't know about you guys, but I just I've lost all interest in this match. I really have. I've checked out. Yeah, just no selling chair shots now. Almost seems like the perfect time that I should be going to get another beer, but I might as well watch the finish seeing as I've watched the rest of this so far. Yeah, it's definitely more of a fight. I agree with you there. And I mean, they happen, but I don't know. It just sort of they sat there doing the same thing for the longest time as the back and forth slaps and then the no selling chair shots, and it just kind of became redundant after a bit. So I think that's kind of why I've checked out on this one. I like all the guys involved. Don't get me wrong. It's not like I just dislike the style of any one of these guys. It's just, eh, this isn't exactly my favorite match by any means. More chairs, more boards, more violence, more elongated time to set up contraptions. Yeah. Oh, great. We're gonna do some really stupid stunt here too. They're already gonna do stupid shit in the national open weight death match. You guys, come on. You don't have to kill a dude before that. This seems like a terrible idea. Yeah, I mean, it's not doing the greatest start, Bobby, but I'm sure it's still better than Collision in my opinion too. But I'm just bigger fan of MLW. So if there's no rules in this matchup so far, like weapons seem totally legal, refs turn a blind eye to it. How come Mr. Saint Laurent, along with Zeta Steel and anybody else in the back who might be part of the World Titan Federation, Richard Holliday, maybe Matt Cardona, Steph Delander, how come none of them can just come on out and beat the tar out of the second gear crew and take the belts? Well, Matthew Justice flying into the post. Might say, and I agree with the need to balance these matches. Like, how many times are guys going to do flying out of the ring onto the group and just all stand there together? Yeah, it's every match. I get every match, unfortunately. And people don't seem to understand that. It's like the more you do it, the more you take away from it being done in other matches. It's like if someone's going to do it, fine. I'm not against that. But when you do it over and over and over again, it loses everything. So they've gone and set up this whole chair and board contraption inside the ring, only to go and turn around and do a bunch more bumps and to have the whole contraption completely collapse. And they haven't even got to the point of doing the bump on the contraption. I learned on SmackDown last night that in a no DQ match in WWE, it's perfectly okay to attack a referee. I mean, no DQ, I guess. Oh, I guess Zeta Steel is in now. She just got absolutely creamed. Holy Manders fucking hilarious. And Bishop, holy Jesus. Bishop just crucifix bombed Manders over the top rope through a table on the outside. Um, at the very least, in the case a ref should have a taser. Yeah, I mean, for their own protection, if nothing else. What just happened? Yeah, I know, Bobby. I mean, I was kind of sleeping on this match and still not a big fan of doing all these crazy bumps, but Bishop picking up a dude the size of Manders and doing a crucifix bomb like that over the top rope. You don't see that every day. I'll say that much. That is a lot of beef being picked up and tossed. And the contraption's set up again, so I'm assuming that they're going to try to pull something off here. Let me guess. Spanish fly through the double table chair contraption. That's my guess. Lawlor through a table on the outside. Is Bishop going to win this for his team? That's the way it's going to go. Bishop's going to murder Justice right through this contraption right now. Or not. Justice just turned the wheels on Bishop. That's it. Champs retain once again. No change into the belts there. Ryan Carter, your boys win it. Well, I'm going to go grab another beer, you guys. I will be right back. All right, we're back. Brian saying, I do appreciate the improved emphasis on tag teams. Yeah, I do too. I do agree that there needs to be more emphasis on some of those divisions. So that is a good plus. One right, two wrong, Bobby, so far. Yikes. Been hard to call this one tonight. All right, got my beer. You hear me cracking my beer. That's right. Beer time. So we're 1 hour into the show so far. That's what three matches down, I believe. I think like three more to go, 3 or 4 more to go. 3 out of 10 on that one, Brian. Yeah, it wasn't great. He's got Janai, the Janai guy match, right? Yeah. Oh, there's more to come. Oh, Kira's just like, let's just get this death match started now that we just had a tables, ladders, chairs, anything goes. So they're gonna follow a match like that with another match that's just yeah okay. Yeah, Melonhead up in the house. How's it going? Thanks for dropping by here tonight. These days, most time tag teams are only formed so they can break up feud and feud with each other later on. We need more long term tag teams with team names and matching. Yeah, I agree. I love tag team wrestling, and I could go for more of it. Bobby's rooting for Akira on this one, thinking there's going to be a change in the title here tonight. You're really wanting one of these belts to change hands, aren't you, Bobby? I don't think that world title's changing hands, so probably what Brian Carter might be thinking. So if Akira does win this, that will mean that he's officially been an MLW Tag Team Champion, an MLW Middleweight Champion, and an MLW National Openweight Champion. Well, at least they're getting the no rules matches out of the way now. Well, here we go. Here comes the blood spot, right? So they got glass on the tape of their hands in this type of match, and they're not just using that to cut a guy. Seems odd. But yeah, there's already color. Knew there would be. I guess on the plus side, they didn't do color in the previous match, so if you're gonna have color, you might as well have it in the death match. Who's gonna want to roll around in that ring after these two bleed all over it? Yeah, Brian saying who's going to take more punishment, Akira or the red band of Reverse Priest Rick? It's a reasonable question you got there. And then Bobby saying, I'd like to see Marty Bell in MLW. Marty Bell would be a great fit for MLW. I agree with you there. Yeah, Kira's definitely got some good color going on there. At least Ricky Shane Page isn't drinking it. Oh, I just don't care for matches like this. It's hard for me to critique it because this is not my style at all. Through that thick, so they just did a spot where a board was broken over Akira's head as his head's poking through, and you can clearly see that because of the way it's done, that it's hollow between the two pieces of board. And so, I mean, if you're gonna trick the board, that's one thing, but at least tell your camera guys to get the fuck away from the angle that shows the trick. This could be over anytime now. I'd be happier for it. Ryan, you going 0 out of 10 on this one? No, just duct tape the opponent to the ring. What if Davey Boy Smith Jr. returns tonight or Low Key returns tonight to wrestle against Alex Kane next? Again, Davey Boy Smith Jr. was supposed to, so if he's ready to go, that is still a very strong possibility. Low Key, I don't know what he's been up to lately. If they can get him back and he still wants to put a match in like that against Alex Kane, that would be good. Ryan saying, without a doubt, 0 of 10, no need for this crap. I agree. Not my cup of tea. I can go for the odd hardcore match if it's justified. Like, I didn't mind when Fatu and Mods Kruger did some crazy shit, but I don't know. There's an extent to it. I'm not really big on either one of these guys personally. See more in Akira than I do in Rickey Shane Page, and that's not saying much either. So okay, so weirdly enough, like maybe it's just my headset is really good at picking it up, but like in behind where the commentary team is, you can clearly hear the people sitting behind the commentary having a regular conversation. Not even just like talking about the match or anything, like occasionally talking about what's going on, but you can hear them distinctly just having a regular, like a couple of guys sitting at ringside conversation. All right, boys, let's get this one over with. Tick tock, tick tock. I really hope the matches at the top of the card here are better than what we've got. It's going to be a sad state of affairs if that trios match at the top of the card or at the bottom of the card here was the best match of the night. All right, so somehow making a guy bleed through glass and putting tables over his head and all this kind of stuff. And Akira, yeah, he's like a superhero. Breaks right out of it. We still have that Love Doug match yet to go too. I almost forgot about that. There's only one reason they're putting that match on later, and that's got to be that Becca's returning. And the match continues, much to the chagrin of the audience watching live at home and everybody, period. Oh, what now? A bucket of tax or something stupid? What is in the bucket? Would Becca have music for Janai Kai? I'm certain Becca could have music for Janai Kai. Oh, just a bucket full of like the fake glass. Perfect. Oh, and now eat a sugar glass. Oh, get this over with already. Yeah, thumbs down to that. And still a fucking kick out. You gotta be kidding. Oh, this is torture. This is torturous. Oh man, this match. Now he's just letting like Akira's just letting Ricky Shane Page punch him. He's taking all this beating, but mm, oh, Sammy Callahan's here. Yay. Someone else I just really don't give a damn about. So what, Sammy Callahan's just part of the new revised calling? What a waste of television time. Yawn. Hey Brian, can we give negative points to this one? Yawn, Sammy Callahan, why are you back? All right. All right, let's clear the clowns out of the ring now so they can clear it up and get it ready for the next wrestlers. Yeah, yeah. You do lose because Sammy Callahan cost you, Bobby. He cost you. But these two cost us how many minutes of time there? That's got to be 15, almost 20 minutes of my time gone. Boo to both these guys. Boo to Sammy Callahan. Boo to the calling. Boo to it all. Boo to death matches. Yeah, clear that ring, boys. Earn your keep. That's a whole lot of disgusting sugar glass and blood you got to clean up. Conspiracy. They're out to get you, Bobby. They're out to get you. They don't want you picking their wins all the time. They're on to you doing too good on the last one. All right, so now they're cutting to commercials because they got to clean up that gigantic mess of a ring now. They've got approximately 50 minutes left in which to get done a middleweight match between Love Doug and Brett Ryan Gosselin, a match between a match between the champ and Richard Holliday, and a match between the original bro Matt Riddle and Jacob Fatu. Because they go approximately 2 hours. I mean, could they go over? Yeah, they might go a little bit over, but it won't be much over. But it just seems like that match, that death match, got way too much time. Way too much time. And I thought the match before it was boring. What? MLW Reload on January the 20th. What's that about? Saturday the 20th, 2 weeks. That one's on YouTube, apparently. So I'm assuming the world title match is going on now, and then I'm guessing Fatu and Riddle is the main event then. I'll be saying I think it's MLW Fusion tapings that got yeah, kind of like what they did with the what was it, the Holiday Rush or whatever it was. I'm fine with that. They can keep doing that. I think that's a cool idea. Give those ones away on YouTube as a whole thing like that. It was fun. I enjoyed it. All right, so the fight calendar, of course, reload on January the 20th. February 3rd is Super Fight Intimidation Games is on February 29th, and May the 11th Azteca Lucha. That's the one that Brian's going to be down ringside for. So I'm assuming it's going to be June or July before we end up seeing. Yeah, it'll be June or July before we see a War Chamber match, and then a little bit before the Battle Riot. I can't wait till they finally do the Battle Riot. Yeah, Battle Riot live on uh, Thriller TV Plus here. That's going to be a fun day. Well, look at this. Get your MLW action figures for all the people who no longer work in MLW. Just in time for them to move on to other companies. Oh, Brian, here you go. Following those matches up, I believe you're going to get your Love Doug match coming up next. still, I swear that she's returning tonight. There we go. Love is blindfold match. Oh, and I know you've been dying to see this one. Brett Ryan Gosselin. So I'm assuming they actually have to wear a blindfold in this match if they're calling it a Love is Blindfold match, or is this just a fancy name put on it? Referee seems to be holding something, so I'm assuming that's blindfolds. MLW could use a stats person for the radio. Yes, they could. They could use Bobby's stats. I'm taking the dog for a walk during the scrap. Okay. Hopefully it's a good walk there, Brian. Get back quick because I'm sure they won't give these guys quite as much time. MLW Radio could use you guys. Thanks, Bobby. I wish MLW would pick us up. Maybe one day. Maybe Kurt Bauer will call one day. I've knocked on his door enough time. He denied me to be the guy that edits his fusion stuff. So I did apply. I applied several times actually. So I have tried to make my way to MLW. I would love to be part of it in any capacity. It would be a lot of fun. After 7 years of doing work in the wrestling industry, it would be fun to do something with another company, even if it was just as like a radio show kind of thing. I would be cool with that. Speaking of which, Ring Respect Radio now available on Spotify. So if you want to hear Ring Respect Radio in podcast form, you can check out the latest episodes from myself and Pop Folks now available on Spotify. Rooting for Brett Ryan Gosselin. I bet you are because you know that it means that Becca could be coming back. So we'll see. I don't know. It's got to be better than the last match, right? Like it's got to be better than the death match. Care for Brett Ryan Gosling more than love Doug. Yeah, I can see it. I understand it. We love Doug chant breaking out from the audience. All right, the boys are blindfolded. The bell has gone. Oh, Matt Stryker just had a bit of a funny line right there. Oh, the crowd trying to help Love Dug out to find out where Brett Ryan Gosselin is. Brett Ryan Gosselin has more potential to wrestle for the MLW Middleweight Championship than Love Dug. I think his presentation and just him in general make a better fit for him. Sure, I could see him in that division. I could see him in that title picture. Definitely potential there. Gotta say, this card's been a little bit of a mess so far. Oh, here's where the referee gets a bump, right? Here comes the brass knucks. Huh. Oh, now the referee's gonna. Akira should get revenge. I mean, he could try, but I think he's a little outnumbered. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a Sammy Callahan fan. I'm not sold on this being a good plan to keep the calling going with Sammy Callahan in it now. So brass knucks that used to take out most people for ever barely don't love dugout, and he's going to win this matchup now. Wow. So that happened. There was nothing good about that matchup either. Like easily another 0 out of 10 match, if you ask me. It's like 2 out of 10 matches on the same card, but another one that was like a 3 and like a 2. Like, it's been a very poor card so far. So if they're doing that now, I believe that maybe Becca isn't coming. Maybe Becca's never coming back to MLW. Okay, so we got nothing out of that. We got a really ridiculously boring matchup again for no payoff. What is this? Mystico. Mystico is coming to MLW Super Fight. Yeah, I that's the thing, Bobby. She was number one contender and she's been gone ever since, and they've never followed up on it. And I'm thinking that if she wasn't going to come back in that matchup, I'm thinking that maybe Becca isn't coming back at all. That's kind of sad. I'll have to keep following her on other companies, I guess. First half of the double main event. It's title match time. Maybe she'll go to TNA, says Bobby. Bobby, that's a good destination. I'd watch that. Thinking about watching TNA anyway, especially Hard to Kill. Very good at card coming up next weekend from our friends over at TNA Wrestling. Looking forward to that one. Alexander Hammerstone making his debut over there. There he is, most markable. Richard Holliday making his return. MLW, a return the Bobby there. Bobby Stats, you called this one, sir. So here we go with the first half of the double main event, the World Heavyweight Championship on the line. Sorry, most marketable, but you're up against the guys on absolute fire in the form of Alex Kane. You think Papa Smokes made the right decision? It's been a lackluster card so far, Brian. It really has. I really hope these last two matches do something to make up for it because, oh God, this has been rough. I'm excited for Mystico. Yeah, bring it on. So let's find out what Mystico brings to the table at Super Fight. Few Mystico is going to be fighting at Super Fight for that matter, too. Here comes the Beaumont Fight Club any moment now. You can feel it. Here they come. Beaumont, 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 Beaumont. Here we go. Maybe Rocky Romero or Ishidan for Mystico to take on. It's a good thought. Mr. Thomas, Jay Jackson there. There comes the champ. Yeah, Jay Bougie, I believe, was wrestling somewhere else tonight, if I'm not mistaken. I think MLW has suffered by pandering to the Philly fans and their ECW mentality. Now that they are spreading out again, hopefully that change. Yeah, I agree. It's been a little bit much. Room for Alex Kane. You better be, Bobby. It's all on Boom IA now. I agree. Much respect to Holliday as well too, but he's up against an absolute beast in the suplex assassin, Alex Kane, a guy who's been fighting off illness at the moment in order to be here tonight. So, the champ's still going to go out there and represent. Oh, this is going to be good. I hope this will start making up for things here finally. You know, Mustafa Ali having a match at MLW would be fantastic, Bobby. I'd be 100% on board with that. Like, they can make that happen by all means. Ryan saying Kane needs to come back out and kick Riddle's ass for pushing him down the card. Yeah, I don't get this decision. I don't really like the whole we're bringing in a guy, former WWE guy that used to work here. So, and I know him and Fatu are names, but damn, like you're trying to make Alex Kane this guy who's going over all the best in the industry that you can give to him or whatever. And to put him one match down from the top of the card feels a little bit soft. My opinion, a championship match like this should be the main event. Well, we're all breathing the rarefied air of Richard Holliday, apparently. At least the Beaumont Fight Club doesn't feel like a group that's been put together with the idea of inevitably breaking them up eventually. I think that's been one of the nicest things about the Beaumont Fight Club so far. I mean, listen to the pop this guy gets. The Beaumont chants are deafening. You can't deny it at all. Bobby saying, I wish Queen Amanada could have had a match in MLW as she's been wrestling on AEW Dynamite and Ring of Honor so far this year. Yeah, and I mean, if she's that close to them right now, chances are that won't be long before she's over there permanently. So I'm thinking MLW is even out of reach now. Unfortunately, I would have liked to see Queen Amanada in MLW. I've said it a few times before. Bell has rung, and the title belt is on the line. Richard Holliday versus Alex Kane, center of the ring. They're actually starting this one off like a wrestling match so far. This is the first wrestling match we've seen all night. Richard Holiday. Nice little quirk there. All right, here we go. Here's some suplex coming in. Belly to belly. Ooh, double knees from Holiday right to the gut of Alex Kane. German suplex, though, from Kane to Richard Holiday. Both line over the top. Holiday dumped to the outside, and Alex Kane is in control of the matchup. All right, outside of the ring now. We're gonna go do some outside of the ring stuff because we haven't seen enough outside of the ring stuff tonight. Started off as a wrestling match. Bobby's coming in here. Sorry. Alex Kane will still be a champion until someone, and it's a matter of who that someone is. Who do you build up to be that person? Who do you want to take that ridiculous heel heat right now? That's the thing. Like, because Alex Kane is red hot as a babyface, and whoever beats him, you want him to be the guy that you want to be the badass heel to carry the company for a while. The way they built Alex Kane, it has to be someone that you feel is going to be a bona fide star for your company. All right. At least for what did happen outside of the ring in this matchup, they got back in the ring pretty quick, so it's back to being a bit of a wrestling matchup so far, so that's good. Bobby saying if Becca doesn't come back to MLW, who beats Janai Kai? I don't know, Bobby. I don't know. Like right now, I'm liking Janai Kai as the champion, but again, like Brian said earlier, she looks beatable after fighting in Hyper Misao, which is not necessarily good because they had something very, very devious about Janai Kai and the strength of her title run. I hope that picks up and gets better. I do want to see more Janai Kai. I don't know. I really don't know at this point because there's people I think are worthy, like a Steph Delander, but I don't even think Steph Delander necessarily needs the belt to really stand out there. I mean, we're going to get to see on the taping, obviously, the in-ring debut for MLW for Steph Delander as she took on Mass Good Brother 3 there. Holiday. Holiday's taking Alice Kane's hands right now and waving them and going, wave to your people, wave to your people. Holiday is a great heel. I'd like to see Faye Jackson get in the ring for MLW too. I mean, there's a match, Janai Kai versus Faye Jackson. We could see that. Oh, straps of the singlet are down. You know, Kane means business now. Oh, Cutter takes Kane down. Kane's the center of the ring. Oh, spear from Kane to Holiday, though. Kane maker. Not enough. You know, Bobby, I would love to see Allison Kay come to MLW. I've said it before. Allison Kay, someone who we've sent raids over to many, many times here at our local establishment because, you know, Pinky's up. Allison Kay is fantastic. And yeah, if Allison Kay came to MLW, I would be rooting for Allison Kay to be that person. I can get behind that. I would think that would be great. Allison Kay for MLW Women's Featherweight Championship. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, Bobby. I like your thinking. And Kane rolling to the outside of the ring. Oh, Kane's got the choke. Kane's got the choke. It's happening, Brian. Hey, wait a second. No, no. Oh, Holliday just about countered that and won it. Another two. Oh, Kane. No, Kane out in the nick of time. Kane is a great MLW champion. I agree with you there, Bobby. They're giving him credible opponents. That's the difference maker. Very credible opponents. Brian, damn it. That choke's going to happen. You know it, Brian. It's coming. Holliday might have slipped out that time, but he ain't going to be so lucky round two. Kick out. Holliday still in this. A fight continues. Yeah, this premium live event's going over the 2 hour mark. We know that. Whether this one wraps up right away or not, we're getting close to the 2 hour mark already. So there it is. There it is. Come on. You're gonna love it, Brian. Oh, no, here we go. Shenanigans are gonna happen. No. I can see your two wrestlers at MLW go to WWE and wrestle in NXT one day. Data Steele and Tiara James. Yeah, I agree. Come on, ref. I don't know, Brian. There's someone gonna come save Kane here. What the hell? Come on. And Kane still kicks out. He's out. Oh, my is right. That chokehold's coming, Brian. It's coming. Watch. Oh, roll up. Holliday kicks out of that, but here we go. There it is. Told you. Here it comes. Holliday's fighting it, but it's done. Oh, right. How do you like them apples? It's over. Alex Kane retained. Blow my A. Blow my A. Blow my A. Blow my A. Wow. I was nervous there. I was nervous, I gotta say. Say it was about an 8 to an 8.5 out of 10 that match. Definitely the best match of the night so far, but that's not hard to beat. Eight out of 10 match for you, but results you're on at 10. Come on, Brian. Be nice. Be nice. Who's next for Alex Kane? I don't know. I don't think we're going to see any surprises here tonight, so it's going to be something I'll have to build toward. Because they had no surprises left in the tank right now. Could be Riddle. Who knows? I mean, it's sticking Riddle in a main event position over the champ, so there we go. One more match left to go here tonight, everybody. So stay tuned. We got Riddle and Jacob Fatu coming up very, very shortly. Oh, we get this the announcement for Super Fight. Dombrowski's in the ring asking if we're enjoying Kings of Colosseum. Well, unfortunately, Dombrowski, aside from that match, not really. Crazy. The most chokeout wins of any MLW World Heavyweight Champion in history, Alex Kane now. So are they going to make a super fight announcement here? Is that the big deal? That's yeah, hot news coming up. I think Matt Riddle is scheduled to wrestle at MCW same day as MLW Super Fight. Interesting. Oh, here we go. Next number one contender. Super Fight. Who's it going to be? Oh, Satoshi Kojima is going to be the fight. Interesting. Jake the Snake had the most DDT wins in WWAF history. Yes, statistic. True. True. Yoshi Kojima versus Alex Kane at Super Fight. And he just got a bag full of bread. Or bagels. Bread enough. I'll be saying I'm happy I called this match and it was going to happen one day. Yes, you did. I recall you saying it. So credit to you for calling for sure, my friend. Happening on Saturday, February the 3rd. MLW presents Super Fight on Thriller TV. You know, I wondered the same thing, Brian, and I kind of looked into it and talked to people who watch Japanese wrestling. I think he just started stating that he likes bread, and that became a thing, and it's carried on for a long, long time. So, as far as I know, that is the only explanation of the mass amount of bread. 21 years ago was when Satoshi Kojima won the MLW World Heavyweight Championship, the very first World Heavyweight Champion of MLW. Maybe MLW is listening to this and using my ideas. Yeah, they're checking you out, Bobby. They got you. They got you locked in. What do we got here? Oh God, Sammy Callahan again? Really? No, we did not miss you, Sammy Callahan. Feel free to fuck off. So this is already gonna be a run overtime as it is, and we're gonna let this jackass run his mouth for a while. Toshi Kojima will be the first wrestler from New Japan to wrestle against Alec. I'm looking forward to it. I'm not looking forward to hearing more of Sammy goddamn Callahan on my screen. God. This was a high note having Kojima versus Kane announced. Now we got this jackass clown in here. Oh, perfect. People are chanting boring. Yay, thank you. He is boring. Boring. I agree. Yeah, boring. Listen to them, Callahan. You're boring. And they could also go with useless, terrible, unable to wrestle. Kick his ass, Kojima. I don't need to see Sammy Callahan wrestling against anybody. I really wish I didn't have to. What a lazy, useless, garbage wrestler. Just terrible. I can't stand Callahan. I really wish nobody would sign his ass and that he would just go get a job working at the local Target or Walmart where he belongs. You'd rather see Matt Cardona than Sammy Callahan? I'd rather see anybody than just about anybody than Sammy Callahan. There's other people I put in the same category of him as wrestlers I just can't stand, but I did not need this segment. I don't care. I thought that it was fine to do the announcement of who's fighting Kane next, and then it just gets convoluted with his garbage nonsense from Sammy Callahan. Yawn, boring. Take the death machine out to the old wood chipper, throw him in, and have the world be done with him already. So now we're doing more segments. It's almost 9 o'clock. We're doing more segments. We still have a match yet to go. Like, get on the final match here, you guys. I'm assuming Mystico, based on this segment now, I think Mystico's going straight for Rocky Romero. They could have given us a second match for the MLW women's featherweight division. Yeah, like they did a one shot. I agree. I could have done with another match over this, or at least a match that didn't. There's been so much not good on this card. This has been one of my least favorite MLW cards since they started doing the live shows by a long shot. And it's sad to say because the world title match was good, solid matchup. Yeah, Verno now announced for MLW Superfight. I guess that's who's taking on Mystico. Always enjoy. I enjoy them too, Bobby. This has just been not my favorite card, but yeah, you're right, Bobby. It is all the matches that were pre-taped tonight that are going to be on MLW Reload. See, there's all the representation of the featherweight division, Bobby, all reduced down to Reload. Those were probably the better matchups, sadly. The card for Reload, I bet you those matchups will be stronger, other than fucking Kojima and Callahan. Boo, Callahan. Get off my screen. Uh, all right, Bobby's got a couple things here. They could have given us the Fred Flintstone guy to wrestle. I'd take the Fred Flintstone guy over some of the shit we've had today, that's for sure. The Koshi Kojima will beat Sammy Callahan. I hope he mops the floor with that clown. Do not want anything to do with having that guy on my screen. Just yuck. Matt Riddle saying he wants to change up his style, change up his gimmick and stuff like that too. He doesn't want to rely on being a goofy guy as much anymore. Yet he comes out here doing the bro thing, doing everything he's always done. So nothing's changed so far. See how the in ring works out for him. Hey, we got Ahmad in the chat. Ahmad, how are you doing today? Thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate it. How'd you find us here tonight? I hate, and he says, I hate Sammy Callahan. You are already a good friend of mine by saying that. First, he was in Impact Wrestling, now in MLW. What the heck? I agree. Get that guy gone. Gone so far that we never have to see him again. Ever again. Coach Kojima would be a great opponent for Alex Kane. Add him to the list. That's right. Let's keep lining him up for Mr. Alex Kane, the suplex assassin. He continues his dominance as the MLW World Heavyweight Champion. There you go. Bell's rung. Match go. Already 5 minutes past the usual stop time for these cards. So obviously, I almost thought that Shelton Benjamin was going to show up at MLW tonight, maybe at MLW Super Fight. I thought maybe that's who they were going to announce by pulling out the thing, but Kojima, that's a good opponent. Rooting for Matt Riddle, are you? Fatu is looking a little bit more fit. He's definitely been working on his game for sure. Always looks dangerous as hell. Jacob Fatu did some amazing work, Bobby. I agree with you. Like, he looks like a dangerous man. He wrestles in a way that makes everything he does look dangerous. Yeah, everything he does is so spot on that you know he does it. It does it perfectly. I'm, I'm on saying on you on YouTube, searching for MLW live streams. Thank you, sir. I'm glad that that's working out and you were able to find us. Really appreciate you coming in tonight. How long have you been an MLW fan? Let me know a little bit about yourself. Imagine if wrestled against Eddie Kingston in New Japan Pro Wrestling in America. That's a possibility. Astrid asking how the show so far is. Dumpster fire comes to mind. Dumpster fire. That's where I'm going. Other than the world title match, everything has been a dumpster fire. And now we're at the supposed main event because the world title wasn't a main event. Riddle and Fatu is the main event. So, and so far, Riddle has not done anything to change his character like he said he was going to. He's still the bro. He's still coming out to bro chants. He's still acting 100% the same, dressing the same. Yeah, damn, I agree. It's not been a good night for MLW tonight for a long time. Awesome, man. Yeah, myself and my cohort that's usually here with me, Papa Smokes, been reviewing MLW since around 2019, 2020. We were watching just before, but we started making it a more regular thing that we did watch alongs and stuff like that and did reviews of the shows for a while. We've done interviews with some of the MLW roster as well, too. So we love MLW nonetheless. Even though I'm not high on this card as a whole, I still will come back as a fan over and over because I know for every time we get something not as great, they will make up for it and pull back. How about Holliday beats tonight guy? Holliday is welcome to come back anytime. I'd love to see Holliday back. Not familiar with Matt Riddle's work in WWE, but it reminds me of Jack Perry. Yeah, if Jack Perry had muscle and ability to prove he can actually hurt somebody. I mean, so far this has been like again. I think Matt Riddle is very capable as a wrestler. Fatu is clearly capable as a wrestler. Obviously, a lot of people know that the goofiness of Matt Riddle is what turns him off of him. But I mean, the dude is a legitimate ass kicker in real life, and he can wrestle. I think he just doesn't really realize how good he could be, and he's his own worst victim. But I didn't know for a second that this was going to be a bad match. I immediately assumed when I heard the announcement these guys are going to put on a solid actual wrestling match. I love Jacob Fatu's smack talking. He is one of the best smack talkers in the business. Bobby saying, well, looking forward to watching Salina Renta Lion wrestling at MLW Super Fight. Should be interesting there. Riddle reminds me of Robbie E from TNA, but even more annoying and a better wrestler. Yeah, I remember Robbie E not only from TNA, but I remember him when he was on the Amazing Race. He got to do the Amazing Race, and Jesse's daughters, Mr. Spectacular, got to do Big Brother. Mind you, so did Luchasaurus for what it's worth. He did Big Brother too. Yeah, he did, man. I thought it was funny. I always find it amazing. But just recently, Kim and Giselle Shaw did the Amazing Race Canada. They didn't fare too well on it in the last, but they were there. Would I like to see Jesse Cotters at MLW? Maybe, maybe. I think Jesse Goddard is just he's sitting in OVW right now in a good position because them doing that documentary from Netflix really made them a bit of a hotbed again, and they're doing quite decently at the moment. So I think he's probably just fine where he is. He probably feels right at home. I say Mr. Spectacular is a joke. Mr. Spectacular makes me chuckle, though, Brian. I will say that, especially when I'm watching Big Brother and he makes his appearances. Usually, I have a good laugh. Bobby St. Julia to defend the New Japan Pro Wrestling Strong Women's Championship against Christian Dora at New Japan Pro Wrestling's Battle in the Valley on January 13th. Should be an interesting clash right there. Julia has really lit the world on fire all last year and probably going to take the world by storm this year as well, too. Well, so far, this match is the first one to stay inside the ring the longest. Viva Van is wrestling against Stephanie Vaquer on that card. Yeah, I'd be down for that. Mr. Spectacular versus Michael Allen, Richard Clark would be an interesting match. It'd be a whole lot of posing and pec flexing and all sorts of push ups in that matchup. I'm sure of that. Brian, who would you pick to win that one? Are you going with Miss Spectacular or Michael Allen, Richard Clark for the win on that one? Here you say Jesse Goddard's. All I remember of him is he's got one of the best standing drop kicks in wrestling. That he does. Yes, yeah, he does hit that thing so beautifully, doesn't he? Alley connect. You and me both, Brian. You and me both. We'd both be biased in that selection. Oh, interesting. Downer. That's it. Fatu taps the Riddle, center of the ring. It was a solid match. It was an 8.5 for the world title match. They were the two better matches, obviously, of the entire card, but overall, this card had some stank on it. A major stank on this card. Sammy Callahan made this card that already wasn't that great that much worse tonight. Alex Kane versus David Finley needs to have one day. I'd be 100% down to see that one for sure. Just waiting to see if anything happens here at the end, but I don't know. I think that's all she wrote for the entire night. I'm sure they'll do a sportsman-like gesture here of sort. Oh, there was the Contra thing just happened. There's the sportsmanship. Yeah, it was a bit of a downer of a show. I agree with you there. But I did see that little Contra thing happen on the screen there. That was interesting. And that's going to be it. I believe that's it. That is it for MLW's Kings of Colosseum, you guys. Um, yeah, I think I'm with you on that, Brian. It's a little bit of a low point for sure. Sammy cost them a lot of points, if you ask me. It just did not pan out the way I thought it was going to in that sense, and I could have done without it. It's just not my cup of tea. This was not the finest moment for MLW by any sense of the word. But nonetheless, you know what I'm happy about? I got to hang out with all of you here on a Saturday night watching some MLW. It's been a blast as always. If you are over on the Twitch side of things, hang in just a little bit longer. I'm just having a look here to see who is streaming, to see who we can raid over to. And, you know, there is not a whole lot of people streaming here tonight. So we're just going to, let's go help out one of the smaller streamers that's on here tonight. Maybe, yeah, we got a few people we could send over to someone like that. Let's just take a chance on, you know, what if these people not on screen? If you're not going to be on screen, then yeah, whatever. Anyway, it looks like this person, Miss Thickums, is on. We'll go over to Miss Thickums' stream here from our stream. So heading on over there right now. If you're over on the Twitch side, if you're on the YouTube side, you can take pride in knowing that it's still going. Who won? Ahmad. It went to Matt Riddle. There, he ended up submitting Jacob Fatu to take the win at the end. So that is said and done. Maybe someone comes back from Jacob Fatu's past. Yeah, who knows? Maybe the almighty Sheik Joseph Samael is on his way back to MLW here soon too. You never know what could possibly be happening. But I want to thank all of you for tuning in. Hopefully you will join me tomorrow on our local establishment here on YouTube, as well as over on Twitch, because I'm going to be doing some video gaming with the show Point of View, where you guys can ask me anything about the world of pop culture, bring whatever topics you want to the table, and help me to direct the show. I will see you there tomorrow, but I am going to be out for tonight. Thank you for joining in on this MLW venture with me. Use my ticker down below. That's where you're going to be able to find me, Bobby Munson. Maybe Mons Kruger's coming back. That is possible. And yeah, crazy Fatu's doing the jobs right now, but a little bit of a leak of a Contra thing on the screen. So we'll see where that pans out. Contra could be on the way back. But until next time, everybody, have a good night. Take care, and I will see you all soon.